Why do police use more force against black people than white people? The statistics speak for themselves. The case report into London Met Police states, from 2020 to 2022, our analysis of Met data found that black appearing people in London aged 11 to 61 were over 3 times more likely to be handcuffed than white appearing people of the same age, 4.5 times more likely to have a baton used against them, and nearly 4 times as likely to have a taser fired on them by a Met officer. Mixed ethnicity people in London of the same age group are also around twice as likely to have been handcuffed by a Met officer and have had a baton used against them than white appearing people. There appears to be very little, if any, disproportionate use of force against Asian appearing Londoners. So the question is, why do the police use more force against black people than white people? There is a very interesting psychological theory known as stereotype threat, which is about the police officer's perception of themselves, which might give us the answer. The theory goes like this. Officers who are themselves concerned about appearing racist are more likely to use force in racially disparate ways. You would think it is the other way around. That is, if a police officer who is themselves concerned about appearing racist are less likely to use force in a racially disparate way. But ironically, police officers who see themselves not racist but fear being stereotyped as a racist police officer experience anxiety of stereotype threat, and according to the same researchers, can increase the likelihood that this police officer will engage in stereotype confirming behaviour, such as physical distancing, avoiding eye contact, nervous mannerisms, and yes, sometimes more, not less use of force. 2 research findings explain the idea of stereotype threat. Richard and Goff, 2014, argued that concern about being perceived as racist lowers officers' confidence in their own moral authority to address situations in non-coercive ways, thereby increasing the likelihood that officers will resort to physical force or more serious force to maintain control of a situation. And in a more recent study in 2018, of 786 line officers and sergeants from the patrol division of a large urban police force, Trinket and Goff found that officers who experienced greater stereotype threat had less confidence in their own legitimacy and moral authority as officers. Officers with less confidence in their own moral authority as police officers were more likely to approve of excessive force, less likely to accept their department's use of force policy, and less likely to endorse procedurally fair policing. Now, both are US studies, but do the same findings apply to UK police too? Feel free to comment, follow, like and share.